Welcome in, true friends. Much love. Trav here, bringing you some more MTG Eldritch Moon analysis, new spoilers of the flip fusion mechanic. And I wanted to show this off because it tickled my Vorthos. I actually like flavor. I'm actually kind of a flavor mage. You may or may not know, but I read Lord of the Rings. I went to Lord of the Rings premiere in a Nazgul costume. I did read Harry Potter. I was disappointed when I didn't get my Hogwarts invite on my 11th birthday. So, and that's one of the cool things about Magic is the flavor. So, I'm going to look at this flip fusion mechanic, and these cards are actually good, and we're going to look at them, but I'm really interested in the flavor of these cards. So, there's two of them that I've seen today. The first one, and what I mean by flip fusion is like, look at this thing. Lone Rider, it that rides its one. It's a lone dude riding a horse, but then he fusions into the horse, and then the horse and him are one horrific. I don't know why it needs to be horrific monster, but the flavor is the two become one. They become melded into one thing. So um, I think that's I like it. We have Lone Rider, one and a white for a first strike lifelink. At the beginning of the end step, if you gained 3 or more life this turn, it flips it, and it's 4/4 first strike trample lifelink. So I think this thing actually could be decently competitive. We'll have to see what gains life, if there's anything good. Or, I mean, this is the type of thing where you put an equipment on it, a buff, and come in. It'll gain life, and then it will flip, and then it will still hold that equipment or those counters. So that's how I would see abusing this. And again, I think it's pretty cool that you have a lone rider that turns into it that rides it as one flavor. And then here's the other one that I've seen, which is the same flavor, fusion flip. So we have a fisherman, grizzled angler, and the fisherman melds with his fish and turns into a grizzly anglerfish. This one is much less competitive. It's a 3 mana 2/3. Tap, put the top two cards in your graveyard. Then if there's a colorless creature card in your graveyard, you flip into a 4/5 with this ability. Creatures your opponents control attack this turn if able. This thing probably could be good in limited, but I don't see it much beyond that. But still, the idea of here we have a man with his fish, and then they go into one is I like that. Tickles my Vorthos, my flavor mage. But Lone Rider is the one that, to me, this thing could be competitive. Um, it seems competitive. I mean, in a Bogle's deck, if they don't, you just slap you just slap equipment or enchantments on it. It already has lifelink, and it's gonna flip into a big badass. So I think it's pretty good. Question: what do you think about the flavor? Do you think it's cool? And then specifically for Lone Rider, it that rides at one. My face should have been over here the whole time. I was like over here, like, yo. Anyways, what would you do with Lone Rider? What sort of a deck would you put it in? How would you buff it? How would you get it to 3 power? And what would you flip it into? I like it. I think it's good. So yeah, I like it. So leave me a comment. Would you play this in standard? Would you play it in modern? Leave a comment below. Give us a thumbs up for the fusion flip mechanic. The flavor, fusion flip flavor. I think it's awesome. And I will see you in the comments. Thank you.